Well, a judge today sentenced a Chattanooga bus driver, Jonathan Walker, to 4 years in prison. Walker was driving a school bus from Woodmore Elementary back in 2016 when it crashed, killing 6 young children. Well, the court was in an uproar after the sentencing came down and had to actually go into recess. Families say the sentence is much too short.
4 years ain't enough. He killed 6 lives. 6 innocent babies.
So we want to know more about how 6 charges of criminally negligent homicide could result in that sentence. So here to help us understand, defense attorney Don Bosch. We always appreciate you being here.
Good afternoon, Robin. Happy to help.
We appreciate it because it is very confusing. He was sentenced to 4 years, but if you look at the actual sentencing, 4 years of reckless aggravated assault, 2 years for 6 counts of homicide, 1 for assault charges, 2 for reckless endangerment, 6 months for reckless driving. Right. That's more than 4 years.
Right. The question the judge had to wrestle with today is whether or not all of those charges should be run concurrent, that is at the same time, which is what he did. I'll explain why he did that, or consecutive, that is stacked on top of each other. The law is very specific about when a court and when a judge can run sentences consecutively because, as you can see, you can wind up with a much harsher sentence. And when you're dealing with this tragic event like we've seen in this accident, you're dealing with a defendant with no criminal history. You're dealing with one singular event. He was compliant in all other ways. And when you look at the statutory factors that the state legislature has put down, out of all, I believe it's 11 statutory factors, there was only a slight possibility that one might apply that would allow him to run those sentences consecutive, but it would have been very close and likely a sentence that would have been reversed on appeal had he done that. He gave the defendant the most he could, which interestingly enough was on the reckless aggravated assault, not the criminally negligent homicide. Reckless aggravated assault is a higher class crime in Tennessee. He gave him the most he could give, 4 years, and he'll end up serving probably somewhere in the neighborhood about 50% of that at least.
So not even the 4 years then?
No.
So given all that, I can't imagine that you're surprised then by the decision.
I'm not. Like everybody out there, you wonder, how do 6 deaths occur? But the law is very specific. This was criminally negligent homicide. There was no intent. There was negligent behavior that led to it. It's awful nonetheless. There are 6 dead children and several others hurt. But the law is very specific, and it's not on, the judge followed the law today, the law that was handed to him by the Tennessee State Legislature. And so if people are upset, understandably so, they need to contact their legislatures and look at it from a perspective of what laws do we need to change as it relates to sentencing in something like this.
All right, Don Bosch, always making it clear for us. We appreciate you as always.
Thanks.